Welcome to another episode of Fantasy Gravy, live on Thursday Night Football. What's up, Stu?
Hey guys, how is everyone tonight? We've got a great episode for you. We've got injuries, Brad and Stu's consensus power rankings, trades of the week, which they've been nuts thanks to me and Brad, WAB sweepstakes, big board of bets, and matchup predictions of the week. What do we got first, Brad?
Let's go ahead and get in those fancy juggernauts, Stu. 130 points plus and a win, and we had 5 of them this week. And guess what? We weren't either one of them.
Nope.
Number 5, we had Adam with 133 points. MVP was Michael Thomas. Vince with 136. His MVP was Drew Brees. And then Lovick, 145 with his MVP of Matty Ice. Was 150 points. He whooped up on me with his MVP, Kareem Hunt. And then Mo, 162 points, leading the league this week. Was MVP, as usual, Alvin Kamara.
That man. Whew.
That's a lot of points right there.
Yeah.
And your highest scoring players for the week, your quarterback was Drew Brees. Your running backs were Kareem Hunt and Alvin Kamara. Michael Thomas and Adam Humphries.
That's a weird one.
Your tight end was Travis Kelce. Your flex would have been Christian McCaffrey. Markey. Your defense, the Bears. And the dream total, I added up because it was too many points.
I like it. I like where you went there. All right, let's go ahead and move to injuries. First up, we've got Kaprovic yet again. Doug Martin, limited practice on Wednesday. Yes! Touchdown! James Conner. No, that's not. That's Samuel. Motherfucker. Damn it. That 3 in the front. Fucking shit. Damn it. That is not what I wanted. Fuck. Anyways, Doug Martin's limited practice on Wednesday. Hip hurt in last week's game. Shouldn't be a big deal. Vince, we've got Mohamed Sanu, missed practice on Wednesday, ongoing hip injury. Julian Edelman, limited Wednesday. That might be to do with that weird sickness that was going around in the Patriots stuff last week.
He was just getting a day off, and it shouldn't be anything to worry about. And really, Copro shouldn't have to worry about Doug Martin because he now has 5 touchdowns from Big Ben. So he'll be fine. But then Adam is expected to be back after the bye. We'll see if that little pickup will help him out.
Yep.
Rob Gronkowski, limited practice again today. Questionable for Sunday. He'll be a game time decision again. They may go ahead and sit him because they get the bye week next week.
Yep. We've got Royce Freeman expected to be back after the bye. Lovick, Mike Evans did not practice on Wednesday. Most likely just a maintenance day, not a big concern there. Here, let's get a real quick recap on that one. What have we got? Light practice today. Yeah, he's good to go. Should play this week. And then we've got Mo with Sammy Watkins. Did not practice on Wednesday. Foot reported it's a painful injury. Doubtful Sunday. David Njoku was limited yesterday, but he should be good today. AJ Green miss at least this week and next, then they'll reevaluate. So he could be out the rest of the season or just these 2 weeks and he's good. So he doesn't need surgery. I'm optimistic.
That's always a good sign.
Yep. And then Rod with Doug Baldwin. That man cannot stay healthy this year. Groin injury, missed practice on Wednesday. I personally doubt he plays, but I'm betting Rod hopes he plays. Jimmy Graham missed for a knee injury or knee issue on Wednesday. Possible to play. Most likely will make it back. Maintenance day for both, but we'll see what it comes down to on Sunday. Brad with Sony Michel, limited practice, still has a kind of lingering knee thing going on, probable for Sunday.
They say he's on track to play.
Yeah,
So we'll see what happens. I'm hoping he does.
Carry-on is limited for practice, or had limited practice. He's probably going to play, I bet, but that team is so atrocious, I don't know that it's going to matter this week. His quarterback can't do anything but get sacked right now, so we'll see. Carry-on maybe a little affected, or he may benefit from it. We'll see.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Brad, let's go ahead and move to the trade recap.
Hey, our trade recaps. We had 4 of them. Vince traded Antonio Brown to you, Stu, for Julian Edelman and Kenyon Drake. I give Vince an F. What? No! You're not getting Todd Gurley this time, Vince. You're starting to tread on the Matt and AJ Green territory where you're going to draft them and trade them every year. People just know it. And then I trade Scantling Co-Pro for Phillip Rivers. I really need a quarterback this week, and I didn't like any of the ones on waivers, Stu.
I agree. Hence,
I
did what I did.
Because then you went ahead and traded Mike Davis, who you picked up on waivers, and Cortland Sutton, who you picked up on waivers, to Rod for Jared Goff. You pulled a Brad right there, because that's usually what I do.
Yeah.
So, but he's the Carson owner. He really needed Mike Davis, so you saw an opportunity. Yeah, good trade on your part. And then I went ahead and made a trade today. I traded Rob Gronkowski to Adam for Amari Cooper. Gronk will play Sunday. There's a good chance he does it. They rest him on the bye week. I need a flex. I got Ertz back. I just went ahead and picked up his handcuffs, so I ain't got to worry about tight end for the rest of the year. So Amari Cooper's got a good schedule. He can sit on my bench if he doesn't work out, but to me, it's kind of worth the risk. After I saw the schedule he's got coming up. What do you think, Stu? How do you feel about the trades?
I mean, I like my first one a whole lot. Vince needed a running back.
You
do. He needed a running back. I saw that he needed a running back. And Julian Edelman is a good wide receiver. You can't doubt that. And I saw an opportunity. Vince got what he needed to not win the dildo and stay in purgatory. So I'm going to say
a trade that keeps him from the dildo. Got a trade that keeps him from making the playoffs.
See, but we'll get to that in a minute about his odds of making the playoffs with his continuing matchups. But yours for Phillip Rivers, great pickup for you. Rivers has one of the best matchups this week. I mean, Koprovic had a terrible choice to make, and it clearly made the right one when it came to quarterbacks because Big Ben is on fire tonight.
I'm hoping for that Rivers Keenan Allen stack to work out.
Yeah,
but if he would have traded me Big Ben, I would have been a lot happier because Big Ben has gone off tonight.
Yep. Well, and I knew going into Monday night, I didn't see any quarterbacks I was going to like and knew that they probably weren't going to get dropped. So saw the injury for Rod's running back. Actually had a bit of a bidding war for a quarterback. For two different teams wanted things from me to get me a quarterback. And I agreed to Rod's first, so that's the one I traded. But and then yours, personally, Rob Gronkowski has been a dumpster fire most of the year, and I don't see that changing with his back injuries. Amari Cooper had a good week this week. I don't know if they're going to continue that, but it's better than a guy that's going to probably sit out this week and next. Might as well get a little bit of value.
I did some research on Amari Cooper. Between him and Gronk, and Cooper missed some time with the concussion, so they're really not that far off from how many games played. Gronk has like 2 red zone looks, and Amari Cooper already had 8 this year. So and that was in Oakland. He's already gotten some in Dallas. I think they're going to make him a red zone target. The other one they have is Elliott. So he's going to be their go-to guy. He's going to get fed like Dez did, I think. Same type of offense when they had Dez Bryant. He's just going to fill the X receiver role there. They're just going to feed him and run the ball.
Yeah.
And what he has in Dallas that he didn't have in Oakland is a running game. Constantly be covering them because they got to stop the run. So, to a better offense than Oakland that suits him better, and I think he'll get plenty of targets every game. But I could be wrong. But that's why we're here. We're here to have fun and just get the biscuit, man.
Yep. I mean, you're pretty far outside of the chances of even making the other bowl. So playoffs are an option for you, and so you need to get any upside you can get, and Gronk doesn't provide that right now a whole lot. So,
well, I was looking at Amari Cooper's schedule, and I thought, I think guys should do this if you're close. It's always worth looking ahead, and wide receiver points allowed. This is the numbers are how many more points that wide receiver usually scores versus their average against that defense. So against the Eagles, it's neutral. Wide receivers usually score 0.1 more points than what they usually score. But the Falcons, 5.4 points. Redskins, 3.1 points. Saints, 8 points. Eagles again. Colts, 3.3. Buccaneers, 3.4. Amari Cooper's floor from what he's done, he's not going to do the one catch for 12 yards against those defenses. I just don't see it. I think he's going to have a big second half, and then I think he's going to get overdrafted next year.
I don't think you're wrong. All right, so let's see what we've got next here, Brad.
Oh, we got big news. Oh, it's made Lovick so happy.
Dez Bryant.
A 1-year deal with the Saints. What do you think, Stu?
Yeah, I don't give a shit. I don't think he's going to... Michael Thomas is not getting affected. Michael Thomas is the number 1. Dez Bryant is the number 3 at best and gets to be the slot receiver. And I don't give a fuck. Lovick wasted a bench spot for the entire season. Hell, I mean,
tell us how you really feel.
Yeah, I don't fucking care is how I really feel. So, you guys have all talked about it all yesterday, and I ignored every last bit of it and didn't say a word because I do not care. Other than the fact that Lovick held him on his bench this entire time, and he could have just gotten another player and then just picked him up just now. So
I'll say this: if you held on this long, we can see what you got. Just to see, he will be touchdown dependent. But the one thing with the Saints is there's so many mouths to feed. Mouths like Michael Thomas and Alvin Kamara, they're not going to lose targets.
Yeah.
I think the person that takes the biggest hit is Ben Watson.
And I personally like him quite a bit. So I don't know. We'll see how this goes, but yeah, I'm not concerned about Dez Bryant in the slightest. He's just going to sit on Lovick's bench and never get played. So that's how that's going to go. He's touchdown dependent, and no one cares, and no one's going to trade for him. Have fun, Lovick. Congrats. All right, Brad, let's go ahead and move to the dynasty teams. This week, we've got Dixon at 7-2 in DC, averaging 130 points a week. Matt at 6-3 in Marvel, averaging 127 points a week. Adam 4 and 5 in Marvel, and Rod in DC at 1 and 8, having a bit of trouble in Dynasty.
Rebuilding year.
Yeah.
Rebuilding year.
Rebuild. Then I've got me at 7 and 2 in Marvel, averaging 142 points a week. 15. I think it's actually a little higher than that. It's like 60 or 70% chance now, I think.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a big game between you and Dixon in Dynasty.
Yeah, because we're both 7
right
and 2. Matt looks like he's doing great at 6 and 3, but he's got you and I in front of him at 7 and 2. So you're at 7 and 2, averaging 155 points a week, and a 99% chance of beating B-Dub.
We're to 98%.
Or you're 98. Okay, it doesn't matter. He's having some rough times this year. He didn't really draft his team, so he's in a He's in a Raiders rebuilding year here.
Gruden, he's going to trade everyone.
He should. He should at this point.
Should be, Doug. Just trade me DeAndre Hopkins. I've tried. You won't trade him to me. I know you don't listen to this podcast, but I hope somebody tells him that he should trade me DeAndre Hopkins. He's being a jerk.
Not going to happen. All right, guys.
Nope.
Let's go ahead and move on to Brad and Stu's. What have we got number 12, Brad?
With a 0% chance to make the playoffs. I like that you did an algorithm that has numbers in and their future schedule. And we're actually going to tell you a percentage chance you have of making the playoffs.
Yep. Sam, I'm shocked to let you know you have a 0% chance of making playoffs. But as a consolation, you have a 100% chance of making the Bowl of Shame.
The bracket that shall not be named.
Yes. Then at 11, we've got Day. You've also got 0% chance of making the playoffs. And a 100% chance of making the other playoffs.
Woo! Good for you, Day. Congratulations.
Yeah. CoPro, you're at number 10, and you also have 0% chance of making the playoffs. I don't think you're exactly at 100% chance of making the other one, but you're very close, and this week will decide. You have to pretty much win every single game for the rest of the year, and if Vince or Adam win one game in the next 4 weeks, you automatically go to the other one.
Yep.
Then we've got Adam at number 9. You've got a 6% chance of making the playoffs. It's impressive, 6%.
That's better than 0.
But that also means you're playing for the consolation bracket, or you're not playing for the consolation bracket. You're playing for purgatory.
He could play for the consolation bracket if he wants to.
He could.
So, Adam, if you want to play for the consolation bracket, you just bench all your players next week, and I'll take care of that for you.
And then we've got...
Or start Gronk. You can start Gronk. That's fine.
Start Gronk the rest of the season, and it may help you out. And then we've got Vince at number 8 with a 9% chance of making playoffs. You are doing a little bit better than Adam because you have more points. So you're in purgatory right now, but you and Adam are fighting for that. Then we've got me at number 7 with a 55% chance of making playoffs. Currently in the consolation bracket, or the purgatory bracket. And but as you notice, the odds go way up from 9% to 55%, and they'll just keep rising from here. Rod,
it's all about that talent. All about that talent.
It is. Rod, right now you have a 73% chance of making playoffs. Your team is good. You've got a couple of rough matchups, and so we'll see how that works out for you. We'll have odds change every single week, Matt, you have a 78% chance because you have more points than Rod. We'll see how that works up for you because you're having a rough matchup this week already also. Then Dixon, you're at number 4, and you have an 88% chance of making playoffs. Your team's good. You're keeping all your big players on your team, so you're rocking it. We'll see you there in the playoffs, most likely. Very high percentage of likelihood. And then we've got Brad at number 3 with 89%. Almost got 90. You just need one more win. You might going to hit that 90 there. So that'll get you into playoffs, it looks like. But we've got 2 people that Lovick at number 2 and Mo at number 1 are 99% chance of making playoffs. So with 7 wins, it looks like it's the magical number this year. You're in the playoffs, boys.
Lovick and Mo?
Yep.
I just want to let you guys know that you have a 1% chance to not make the playoffs. So, chance.
You also have a 1% chance of making the Bowl of Shame, and actually I don't know that that's possible either. You would both get purgatory at best, at worst, I guess.
Well, hey, you said Matt has a 78% chance, but I got some bad news for Matt. He had 17 points from Juju, which is good. Cam, but he's in the red zone. He's got 12 points from the kicker, but his Panthers defense with a nice -3.
Oh, that's rough.
Sucks. Man, anytime you get negative from a defense, that just kills you.
Yeah,
so,
you just can't be happy about that at all. -3 points. Would not have predicted that, Matt. That's just bad luck. But, freaking Pittsburgh kicker for 12 points. What in the hell? That is
first and goal to Pittsburgh won.
Matt, you are currently predicted to lose to Dixon by 7 points, even with having 4 guys going right now for 40 points. That's
and McCaffrey just fell forward for a touchdown, so no touchdown for Cam Newton.
No, that's not great in this league, but in the other league, that's great for me. In the Dynasty, that's wonderful. I'm a big fan.
I'm not, because I got Cam Newton starting tonight.
Yeah, that's probably not the best. You were pretty happy if that first touchdown happened. And
I thought I was going to get like 4 more, but they never came.
Yeah, that frown got turned upside down. All right, guys. We're going to go ahead and move to our big board of bets and our WAB budgets. What do we got left, Brad?
Well, speaking of going down, Wab is going down, except for Day. He's got 93, and Rod's got 90. Then we got old Mo with 50, and then after that, it starts going downhill. Dixon with 37, Vince with 25, Sam with 20. Stu, you're down to 15. And Lovick, Matt, Copro, myself, and Adam all have a big fat goose egg.
Yep. So it's going to be a little crazy coming up. Yeah, Rodney, you know what I spent for your backup I traded you? Half of my WAB budget, $15, or $15, you want to say. You know what that means? You could have gotten him and still been in second place with WAB budget. So that's it's pretty funny from my side. I like it. Thank you.
And then your bye weeks, pay attention. We got Vikings, Texans, Ravens, and the Broncos on bye this week.
Yep, those are some
waiver
big
wire
teams
ads. Man, it's kind of hard to find some good waiver wire ads this week, Stu. Saints defense for Lovick, I think they'll have a good game against Andy Dalton with no A.J. Green. Jaguars defense for you, Stu. Their playoff matchups are amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Davis, because you turned him into a quarterback you needed, so good job there. Elijah McGuire for Dixon. I mean, it's always good to pick up a running back that might do well. I chose DJ Moore for Matt at 1, but I was wrong because the kid right. So, Matt, you can go ahead and drop DJ Moore back into the waiver pool. Nobody cares about him.
Nope. Yeah, it's interesting in the waiver pool right now. There's some bunch of people there. They're like, yeah, nobody wants you. Just stay right where you're at. All right, we're going to go ahead and move to the bets. We've got one new one this week. Total fantasy points scored from week 10 to the end of the season, so the end of fantasy playoffs. Or is that the end of the NFL season?
Well, we said end of the season, so I'll just take it as the whole thing.
Well,
I'll let him choose if he wants week 16 or week 17.
Okay. Well, we'll clarify that, but Brad said that Deshaun Watson is going to have more points throughout the rest of the season, and Matt said Cam Newton was. Right now, Brad looks like he's going to win, but Cam Newton has a ridiculous playoff schedule, so we'll see how that works out for everybody. That's going to be all.
Yeah, it really is going to start next week because Deshaun Watson's on his bye this week. So,
well, Cam kind of was too, so that makes sense.
And it's barring injury too. Like, so if one of the quarterbacks gets hurt, then the whole trade's a wash.
Yeah,
I mean, that's a wash.
That's the way Adam and I did our Tyreek Hill one. Speaking of that one, I think we're going to find out where Tyreek still fits into this. What do we got, Brad?
Your wide receiver update. Adam Thielen remains number 1 wide receiver. DeAndre Hopkins sneaks up to number 2. Tyreek Hill falls all the way down from 2 to 3. Michael Thomas is at 4. Devonta Adams at 5. Antonio Brown at 6, but I think he'll be going up a little bit after this week.
Yep.
And then Odell Beckham at 7. 9, Julio Jones. And number 10, Robert Woods.
That's an interesting list. A.J. Green fell off, but I'm okay with it right now.
Injury kind of got him, so he probably won't be a top 10 wide receiver for this season. But if you look at per game basis, I bet it's different.
Yeah. So we'll see if that changes anybody's feelings next year and see if I can get him in round 2 again. All right, Brad, we're going to go to
Brad and Stu's magical predictions of the week.
All right. We were 3-6 last week.
Yeah,
so,
500.
I'll take half. I'll go all day. All right. First up, we've got Kaprovic over Day.
Good right now.
Looking real good at freaking 47 points. Yeah, Big Ben's probably going to be one of the best quarterbacks of the week with that kind of start. Jeez.
Number 1.
Sorry,
I think he'll be number 1.
Yeah, it's very highly likelihood.
5 passing attempts, too.
Yeah, that's golly. And then we've got Adam over Sam. Looks like the guru doesn't want to give Sam his first win. We've got Brad over Vince. And then we've got...
I feel good after Antonio Brown.
Yeah, that had to make you feel nice that he's out of your way. And then we've got Lovick over Rod. That's looking like that's going to happen right now. Lovick's looking pretty good with Christian McCaffrey at 34 points. Jeez, that's rough.
Yeah, we need Carolina to get a stop here.
Yeah.
Punt. They have one more chance to get some more points.
Yeah, I really need...
That's how I can. I need to salvage something.
I need Antonio Brown to get 4 yards really, really bad. He had them, and now he's down to 96 yards and not 100. So
I don't
one
think
pass.
you're going to get them.
No, I don't either. I don't think they're going to put him back in. It's 52-21, and they're on offense. And
much.
he's not out there. Neither of my guys are out there. I'm pretty sure I'm just going to be capped at 32 points, which I can't be mad about. So it's what happens. All right.
We got Mo versus Stu as our game of the week. I have it as a toss-up because I have no idea, and I still have no idea.
Yeah. If Cam and them would have made this a little bit more of a game, I probably would have gone a little nuts. But since they just got so far ahead, they're not even playing my guys anymore. So we'll see what happens. See how it goes after I get a quarterback. So, all right.
And we have a second game of the week.
Yeah, we do. Dixon over Matt. Matt is looking pretty good right now. He's got.
It's still in there because that -3 from that defense.
Yeah, I mean, right now predictions say that Dixon is going to win by 10 points. Now things could change up. Dixon get a different defense. Matt could switch out his tight end if he wanted to. Yeah, I mean, there's just a couple of different things that could go down to change this up a little bit. But right now it's predicted that Dixon is going to win. So we'll see how this goes, and I have a feeling we're going to watch this one very closely. All right.
That'll be a close one.
Yep.
You got anything else, Stu?
No, I think that's it for us tonight, guys. I hope your points are high and your injuries are low. Have a great one.
Y'all have a good week. Talk to you later.
See ya.